Have you ever felt like you're doing everything right in a relationship, but it still doesn't work out? Maybe you were told to be nice, respect her space, or just be yourself, only to end up confused, frustrated, or heartbroken. What if I told you that everything you've learned about attracting women is wrong? I'm about to reveal the truth, and the hidden weakness every woman has. It's a weakness they never talk about, but every man needs to know it. Stick around because this video could change everything you thought you knew about dating. Drop a comment below saying "I'm ready" if you're prepared to follow through to the end of this video, because I promise you won't want to miss a single second of this. Let's face it, the dating game is rigged against you. Maybe you've noticed that the guys who seem to have it all figured out are the ones who don't follow the rules. They understand something most men don't. Women aren't logical, rational beings like you've been trained to believe. No, their desires are rooted in emotions, and the truth is, they don't even consciously know why they're attracted to certain men. That's what I'm going to uncover for you today. We're diving into the top 10 weaknesses every woman has, and I'll show you exactly how to use these, not to manipulate or hurt anyone, but to understand the psychology of attraction and use it to build stronger, deeper, and more meaningful connections. We're not here for outdated advice or sugarcoating. These are real, raw truths, and they might shock you. So get ready and buckle up. Before we dive in, hit that like button if you're already feeling the value you're about to get, and make sure to subscribe if you want deeper, no BS advice that actually works in today's world. And if you're serious about supporting this channel and helping us continue to provide thought-provoking content, consider joining the channel membership. It helps us stay independent and keep this content accessible to as many men as possible. Let's start with the first weakness. Weakness 1. Consistency. Let's be clear from the start. Women today are surrounded by options. They have guys filling up their inboxes, strangers showering them with compliments, and dating apps offering them an endless supply of potential matches. So why do most men fail at the dating game despite all these tools? Because they're inconsistent. Most men today hesitate, fail to keep their promises, and give up too easily. And guess what? Women notice this. The harsh truth is, women don't trust easily. They've been conditioned to expect men to disappear when things get tough, whether it's after a few dates or a few months. Most women are on guard because they've dealt with guys who don't show up, don't stick to their word, and aren't dependable. That's why a man who is consistent in his decisions, actions, and words instantly stands out. Being consistent means more than just showing up on time. It's about embodying stability in all aspects of your life. You have to be the guy who doesn't just say what he'll do, but actually follows through without hesitation. In a dating world filled with flaky and indecisive men, being the one who sticks to his word makes you a beacon of certainty in a sea of doubt. Start with the small things. If you say you'll text her later, do it. If you promise to call at a certain time, make sure you're on time. Being consistent doesn't mean being rigid. It means being reliable. She needs to know she can trust you to be the man who keeps his word, because dependability is one of the most attractive qualities you can bring to the fast-paced and unpredictable dating scene. Weakness 2. Confidence. We hear it all the time. Confidence is attractive. But what does it really mean? Confidence isn't about being arrogant or loud. True confidence is the unshakable belief that you're enough just as you are. This kind of confidence is magnetic because it's rare, especially in today's world where so many men feel the constant need to prove themselves to others. Women are naturally drawn to confident men because confidence signals security. Think about it. Women already worry about how they look, how they're perceived, and whether they're doing enough. When a woman meets a man who isn't swayed by external validation, who doesn't need her to make him feel good about himself, it's like a breath of fresh air. That's why confident men stand out in a sea of insecurity. Many men rely on external factors for their confidence, like their job, appearance, or social status. But what happens when those things are taken away? True confidence comes from within. It's about knowing your worth, no matter what's happening in your life. When you have this confidence, you become untouchable by rejection, unshaken by setbacks, and definitely not dependent on a woman's approval to feel good about yourself. Start building your inner confidence by setting goals and achieving them, no matter how small. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you're building your confidence. And remember, confidence doesn't mean you're perfect. It means you're comfortable with your imperfections. Own who you are, flaws and all, and watch how women respond to that genuine self-assurance. Weakness 3. Emotional intelligence. Here's a game changer that most men overlook. Emotional intelligence. It's not about being overly sensitive or trying to be her therapist. Emotional intelligence is the ability to read the room, understand her feelings, and respond in a way that shows empathy without compromising your own masculinity. Women are emotional beings by nature. They feel things deeply, and they crave someone who can connect with them on that level. When you're emotionally intelligent, you're not just hearing her words, you're understanding what's behind them. For example, if she says, "I'm fine," but her tone or body language suggests otherwise, an emotionally intelligent man picks up on that and responds accordingly. The mistake most men make is either dismissing her emotions or trying to fix her problems. Women don't always need solutions, they need understanding. When you show her that you can listen without judgment and validate her feelings, you become someone she can trust emotionally. And trust me, that kind of connection is rare. How do you develop emotional intelligence? Start by practicing active listening. When she's speaking, don't interrupt or think about what you're going to say next. Instead, focus entirely on her words, tone, and expressions. Ask questions that show you're genuinely interested in what she's saying. The more you practice this, the more intuitive you'll become, and the stronger your emotional connection will be. Weakness 4. Leadership. Let's be honest, women are drawn to leaders. But leadership doesn't mean dominating her or controlling every aspect of her life. True leadership is about having a clear vision, making decisions with confidence, and guiding the relationship in a way that feels secure for both of you. Think of a leader as someone who provides direction and inspires confidence. A woman doesn't want to feel like she's always the one making the decisions. She wants a partner who can take charge when needed, someone who knows where he's going in life and can include her in that journey. For example, if you're planning a date, don't just ask her, "What do you want to do?" Instead say, "I've planned something fun for us this weekend. Be ready at 7. This shows her that you're capable of taking the lead and creating experiences for both of you to enjoy. It also takes the pressure off her to decide everything, which can be incredibly attractive. Leadership also means standing firm in your values and beliefs. Don't be the guy who changes his opinions just to please her. Women respect men who have principles and stick to them, even if it means occasional disagreements. Remember, leadership isn't about control. It's about collaboration and inspiring trust. Weakness 5. Mystery. Here's a simple truth. What's easily available is often taken for granted. Women are naturally curious, and they're drawn to men who keep them intrigued. If you're an open book from day one, where's the excitement? Mystery keeps her interested and wanting to learn more about you. But let's be clear, being mysterious doesn't mean playing games or being dishonest. It's about not revealing everything at once. For instance, instead of sharing your entire life story on the first date, focus on asking her questions and getting to know her. When you share details about yourself gradually, you create an air of intrigue that keeps her coming back for more. Mystery also applies to your lifestyle. Be the kind of man who has his own passions, goals, and hobbies outside of the relationship. When she sees that you're not entirely focused on her, it signals that you have a full, interesting life that she'd want to be a part of. Women are naturally attracted to men who are slightly out of reach because it triggers their desire to chase. Weakness 6. Humor. If you can make her laugh, you can make her fall for you. Humor is one of the most powerful tools in building attraction because it creates an instant emotional connection. Women love men who can lighten the mood and make them feel good, especially in today's stressful world. But not all humor is created equal. Avoid trying too hard to be funny or making jokes at her expense. Instead, focus on playful teasing, witty remarks, or sharing funny stories from your own life. Humor that's natural and authentic will always win over forced jokes. The best part? Humor doesn't just make her smile, it also shows her that you're confident and comfortable in your own skin. A man who can laugh at himself and handle awkward moments with grace is incredibly attractive. So, don't be afraid to let your sense of humor shine, even if it's a little goofy. It's one of the quickest ways to break down barriers and create a memorable connection. Weakness 7. Lack of ambition. Ambition is like a magnet. It pulls people toward you. Women admire men who have a clear sense of direction in life. A man with goals and the drive to achieve them is irresistible because it shows that he values growth and is constantly striving for more. On the flip side, a lack of ambition is one of the biggest turn-offs. Imagine this. You're on a date, and she asks about your future plans. If your answer is, "I don't know, just taking things day by day," you've just signaled that you lack vision. Women don't want to be with someone who's stagnant. They want to align themselves with a man who's going places. Having ambition doesn't mean you have to be rich or have a flashy career. It's about having purpose. Whether it's building a business, mastering a skill, or contributing to your community, show her that you're passionate about something meaningful. Remember, ambition is contagious. When she sees your determination and hustle, she'll not only respect you, but will also feel inspired to grow alongside you. So take charge of your life and let your actions speak louder than words. Weakness 8. Insecurity. Insecurity is a silent relationship killer. It manifests in jealousy, neediness, and constant seeking of validation. Women are naturally drawn to confident men, so when insecurity creeps in, it's like a red flag waving in front of her eyes. For instance, if you're always questioning her loyalty, asking, "Who were you texting?" or feeling threatened by her male friends, you're only pushing her away. This behavior not only shows a lack of trust, but also highlights your own doubts about your worth. Confidence is the antidote to insecurity. It's not about arrogance or pretending to be someone you're not. True confidence comes from knowing your value and being secure in who you are, regardless of external circumstances. If you struggle with insecurity, focus on self-improvement. Hit the gym, learn new skills, and surround yourself with supportive people who uplift you. The more you invest in yourself, the less you'll rely on external validation. And when you exude confidence, she'll naturally be drawn to you. Weakness 9. Poor communication. Communication is the foundation of any strong relationship. Yet many men fall short in this area, either by bottling up their feelings or failing to listen actively. Poor communication leads to misunderstandings, frustration, and eventually distance. For example, if something bothers you in the relationship, don't stay silent and expect her to read your mind. On the other hand, avoid being overly confrontational. The key is finding a balance, expressing your thoughts clearly and respectfully. Active listening is equally important. When she's speaking, give her your full attention. Don't interrupt or try to fix her problems right away. Sometimes she just needs to feel heard. Repeat back what she says to show you understand, and ask open-ended questions to keep the conversation flowing. Effective communication builds trust and deepens your connection. It shows her that you're mature, emotionally intelligent, and capable of handling challenges together. Weakness, Chapter 10. Complacency. Complacency is the slow poison that kills attraction over time. At the start of a relationship, most men put in effort, planning dates, surprising her with thoughtful gestures, and showing genuine interest. But as time goes on, they become comfortable and stop trying. Women notice this shift. When you stop putting in effort, she feels unappreciated and starts questioning whether you still value her. To keep the spark alive, you must continue to show her that she matters. It doesn't have to be grand gestures. Small, consistent actions make a big difference. Compliment her, plan occasional surprises, and take an interest in her passions. Show her that you're still the same man she fell for, and she'll remain just as invested in the relationship. Complacency also applies to your personal growth. Never stop improving yourself, whether it's in your career, health, or skills. When she sees that you're always striving to be better, she'll feel proud to be with you and more connected than ever. Thank you for watching this video on the Stoic Monarch channel. Mastering psychology isn't about manipulation. It's about understanding human behavior and building meaningful connections. Apply these lessons wisely, with integrity and respect, to lead a life of influence and purpose. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like the video